Veterans are men and women who served in the armed forces in our country. This means that they are a part of the U.S. military. Veterans include those who are in the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, the Air Force, and the Marines. It takes bravery and honor to serve in the U.S. military. The members of our military risk their lives, and their work is very dangerous. However, they do it because they know that that is their job, and it's important in keeping our country safe. On Veterans Day, many people celebrate and honor veterans in different ways. And as you can see here at Hanover, we have many things created by our students to show the love of our veterans. If you look around the room, you're deeply appreciated, and welcome to Hanover, and thank you for coming.
Good morning, Hanover students and staff. Today we celebrate Veterans Day, a day where we honor the service of all U.S. military veterans.
Veterans Day is a time for us to pay our respects to those who have served in the United States military branches.
For one day, we stand united in respect for those who serve our country.
Started as a day to reflect upon the heroism of those who died in our country's service and was originally called Armistice Day.
The flower known as the poppy is the enduring symbol of remembrance of the First World War. It is strongly linked with Veterans Day.
The poppy's origin as a popular symbol of remembrance lies in the landscapes of the First World War. Poppies were a common sight, especially in the Western.
Today we see the poppy flower and remember the blood that was shed during the wars that were fought by the many American men and women of the armed forces.
We were going to speak and mention the names of the veterans, but we have a special surprise coming. So right now I'm going to skip over this part of the ceremony and I'm going to come back. Okay, so I know in your program it says that we're going to read the veterans' names right now, but we're going to wait one moment, okay? So right the special Alex, you want to please?
Please take time today to thank our military men and women for their service to our country.
It is because of these fine men and women that we have the freedom to live our American dream.
Boy Scouts Jack and Marcus, please meet up front in order to lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
Any Scouts, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, come on up please and join the boys at the flag.
Jack and Marcus will now lead us in the pledge to the flag. Everyone please stand.
Next, we are featuring our instrumental music teacher, Mr. Riley, who will play the national anthem on the trumpet. The Liberty High School bagpipers will now play Amazing Grace.
Today we celebrate the heroic acts of all men and women who serve in our 6 branches of government. We have a little surprise for you. Not only do we have the Grenadier Pipers here from Liberty, we have our own students that are going to be playing, but the Grenadier Band, their brass ensemble, just arrived. They were at another celebration, and they called me, and they wanted to come and play for you. So they're going to come in. Come on in.
Right back here.
Oh, you're back here. Come on in.
Hi, everybody.
Let's give them a moment to set up.
everybody. Thank you for squeezing us in. We were not planned, but we were glad to get here this morning because this is a very special day. Happy 248th birthday to our Marines in the audience today. Yes, indeed. And so our 6 brass students will be performing the service songs. We will call out your service branch. And if you could please rise when you hear your service song, whether you served or a loved one, we would love to pay our respects to you.
We're going to add a little bit to that. Your Hanover student is sitting next to you, the student that invited you. When I call your name, I would like the student to come up. You're going to meet with Mrs. Roman and Mrs. Shafroth. They have a little something for you to present to the veteran that came to celebrate with you today. All right, so again, when you hear your veteran's name called, Hanover student come up, and you're going to go back and present them with a little prize. Daniel Romig, Calvin Russ Jr., Matthew Tom, Michael Woodring, and Bill Weaver. Thank you for your service. Navy is next. Randy Biggs, Stephen DeAngelis, Ron Gould, William Kernan, Tom Santee, and last but not least, Mr. Merrill Jack Rice, who is 101 years old, and I need to mention that he will be 102 years old in February. Thank you for your service. Next is Coast Guard. Next, Marines, Mr. Alan Frank, our conductor, Jim King Sr., Ed Powers, and James Weiler. Air Force, Mark Cronin, James
service to our country. It is because of these fine men and women that we have the freedom to live our American dream. Thank you for your service.
Now we will showcase a few of our Hanover Hots as they perform for us this morning. Ella will play America the Beautiful, and Micah, Brady, Evan, Logan, Malcolm, Ella, Reagan, Liam, Mackenzie, and Nathan will play When the Saints Come Marching In. We know you will enjoy their performance.
We will now sing America and America the Beautiful in order to celebrate our veterans around the world. Our kindergarten leaders will now lead us in song. Mr. Riley will now play taps in honor of our veterans. Please stand.
Great job, Pops. As our program comes to an end, we would like to remind you to thank Veterans Day.
We have a little surprise as well. Mr. Connolly, can you please come up with your students? We have a little surprise for you as well. Mr. Connolly's students, Avery, Andy, Ellie, Ava, Treasure, and Kira are going to sing a little song for you.
A huge thank you to the Liberty High School Grenadier Band bagpipers, Elijah, EJ, Charlie, Mackenzie, Seth, and Roman, and brass assembly. We appreciate you joining us today. You rock. In addition, thank you to our very own balloon buddies for providing the beautiful balloon display, and to Mr. Riley for his fantastic instrumental talent.
Also, thank you to the Veterans Day Committee who worked hard to make this day a very special one for our veterans. Mr. Riley, Mrs. Sabetti, Mrs. Roman, Mr. Williams, Ms. Boyko, Mrs. Shackrock, Ms. Gilwood, and Mrs. Gianaris.
Okay, thank you, Hanover families. That was an amazing program. As you could see how well my students lead. And thank you again for your dedication to our country. You are greatly appreciated and loved. We have treats in the back for you to have before you leave, so please feel free to have some treats. Again, thank you for coming and have a great weekend.